Hello, Orbit fans. It's another preseason game of the Orbits, and we got breaking news coming to you from the offices of the Orlando Orbits. Sorry, it took me a second to remember what's going on. Anyway, as you see on the board, some familiar names on this team have been traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So let me run down what happened. Last year, we had two of the McKesses on our team, one a free safety, and near the end of the season, he got released. The person behind the McKesses weren't too thrilled about that, so we talked, and he wanted to take over a team. He took over the Steelers, so he'll just do the player moves, not much else. And he brought his friend Randy with him. He'll do the coach, so he put down all the coaching stuff. And on another series, we'll show occasional Pittsburgh games. And that is why they are gone and over to the Steelers. And in return, we got a third-round pick and third-string quarterback, Desmond Ryder. Or is it Ritter? Yeah, I guess it's Ritter, so I should stop calling him D. Ryder. Alright. Anyway, today we have the Buffalo Bills. This being a new season, let's see what they bring to the table. This is us, though. As you see, Ryder, now third string quarterback. And we're playing the Bills, so let me find them. Man, my brain is not firing on all cylinders today. Alright, the Bills have Josh Allen, Jake Fromm, and Brett Northcutt. Halfbacks are Devin Singleton, 84, Zach Moss, 77, Darius Geis. Some people probably think we should delete him because of his sexual assault allegations. I don't know where that stands. Maybe he's found guilty, maybe he's innocent. I don't know. But let's get on. Fullbacks: Reggie Gilliam, Zach Moss again, and Darius Geis. Wide receivers are Stephon Diggs, that will be a problem. Cole Beasley, that will be a problem. Gabriel Davis, now we're getting the manageable stuff, but Jason Sims, 73. W.H. Richard, 71, and Jeff Badditt, 67. But like I said, with our secondary, we hopefully should be able to keep that contained. Tight ends, Dawson Knox, an 81. Sweeney, a 64. Lowry, a 59. Their line, an 84 starting with Dawkins. Dom Tyson, rookie, backup, and then they have a center there. Left guard is Bradley Bozeman, Aaron Gallagher, and Donnell Green, a 75, 67, and 58. Their centers are Mitch Morse, Calvin Kendricks, and Cole Cabral, an 80, 69, and a 56. John Feliciano, there you go, is their starting right guard at 74. Their backup is also a 74, so no lull in that unless we can knock one of them out. And their last guard is a left guard, Donnell Green. And the right tackles, Darrell Williams at 75. Jacoby Hammer, a rookie out of Arizona State, is their backup. And then they got Bozeman backing him up. Their defense now. Starting left end, A.J. Epinesa. There we go. 74 overall. Then they got Basham, a 68 rookie out of Wake Forest, and Johnson Jr., a 67. On the right side, you have Taco Charlton, Rasheem Green, and then Daryl Johnson's backing them all up. Taco and Green are 74 and 72. Defensive tackles, Ed Oliver, your starter, 87. That's an issue for us. And then they got Jay Tuffell, a rookie out of somewhere. Brandon Waddle out of Houston, he's a 63. Cole Thran, a 58. And then they have Basham backing them up, the left end. Onto the linebackers, Raekwon McMillan, 76 overall. Charles Snowden, 66. And then they got a middle linebacker backing them up. Speaking of middle linebackers, Tremayne Edmonds is their starter, 88. Patty Fisher, 66. Wow, that's a big drop-off. Hope they're playing a 4-3. Well, we hope they're playing a 3-4, but they're probably playing a 4-3 with that starting, or the 1-2 at middle linebacker. Anyway, Tigray Scales, 65, and Ahmed Thomas, 63. Right outside linebackers are Matt Milano, an 84 overall, and then it drops down to Zaven Collins, a 70, and then they got a right end playing third string. Cornerbacks, whoo, don't throw to him. Tre'Davious White, 95 overall. Then Taron Johnson, 82. And a big drop was Sherrod Dowling, a 71. Another big drop to Kobe, not the best, 63. And Dwayne Gregory, 62. Their free safeties are Micah Hyde, an 85 overall. Jaquan Jackson, a 69 overall. Then they got Poyer backing them up. Speaking of Poyer, he's a starting strong safety at 84. Then Henry Black, a 66. And Deshaun Northrup, a 62. Their kickers are Tyler Bass. He's pretty good. Hopefully we don't have to worry about fakes. And Corey Bojaquez. 78. And let's just look at their kick returners. Jason Sims will be kicking returning, and he'll also be punt returning. Alright, let's get into this shindig now that we're done this pregame stuff. As always, when the game starts, we'll be handing things over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Surprised they haven't updated the game for him to be wearing a Rams jersey. As also, Matt Hedrick is not our coach, it's Mike Ditka. Find the first video of the series and we'll explain how that happened. Alright, we will catch you on the other side of the game. Peace.
Tonight, from Orlando, Florida, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Orlando Orbits taking on the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Orlando Orbits. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with it. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Allen to Beasley, first down, Buffalo.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles. decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they're just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th. Now on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be unhappy. So
they'll start on the ground with Moss. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Here's a second-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the second round. They got a steal with this player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On first down, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, 54 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
As a fan,
now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage scrimmage. If you do that,
they run the counter now on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
the running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hey! 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bill is 7. Orbit's nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 8.
This is Shenault on the receiving end.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9 now. Nearly picked. They may be lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
from tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this. Going pretty good last time. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Singletary here running out of the gun. Singletary loses it. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Orlando takes back over on offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Singletary to get the drive started. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Bills will move the chains.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Buffalo.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it was
rush coming, and he's taken down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley the intended target, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third and long, it's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it?
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Orlando takes back over on offense. Good drive last time. Really effective pass. Maybe mix it up. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down at the 20.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
4A.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
For the running back.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
He's across midfield.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and he gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that this.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back back at the 45-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with playing this one, it seems to get... They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. So the shotgun snap to Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They run here with Singletary. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Allen's pass.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Pass on for the extra point. And he he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first. Something that's safe is something that's...
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. We've got 2 more after this one, and then we get it all started, as we normally do, on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Orlando takes back over on offense. They try.
With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That one good for 16 yards and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively. We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Kelly fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one caught by his tight end Oliver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism. Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
He was taken down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
13-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
The score, Bills 14, Orbits 10.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 28-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Moss. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This is Kelly. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The pass. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
14. Orbits 13.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First and 10 from. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's from. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the gun, it's from. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Reese. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back live to Orlando. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
13.
2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On first down from. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll run on first down with Moss. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard.
Right back to Moss. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is from. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
The Bills first down.
On first down, Moss. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Buffalo.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll run a draw now with Moss. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Fromm to throw. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
He was covered by.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
Keeps the score. Bills 14. Orbits 13.
Takes back over on offense. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here, and you know for me it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Taken down and sacked.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
41-yard line.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
The pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Kelly. And they do get this across midfield of the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 20.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Moss. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw from. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the touchdown. Big play there. 82 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Bills on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. And that is incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. It goes a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Orlando takes back over on offense. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to Kelly. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
The 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Number 37.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all had that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Dancing to his left, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll throw on first down with From. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now From to pass on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
From's
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And the Bills' first down.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. They'll run the screen with Moss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 2nd down, Armstead. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
And we get another preseason win. Hopefully this isn't some kind of weird reverse of fortune kind of thing where we'll go undefeated in the preseason and lose the rest of the games in the regular season or something like that. Anyway, let's look at the stats of this ball game. Your number one quarterback in the game was Josh Allen. Boudicca was number 2. Curtis Kreger, number 3. And Jake Fromm just was awful. Which is probably what we wanted. Hargett with 56 yards, 3.5 average. Zach Moss for the Bills, 4.3 on 52 yards on 12 carries. Devin Singleton, 29 yards up in 9 carries, 3.2 average. Zamir White, our rookie running back, 9 carries, 35 yards, 3.8 average. Kelly, 7 carries, 37 yards, 5.2 average. Nice. Boudicca, 6 carries, 20 yards, 3.3 average, and a touchdown. And a broken tackle. Armstead, 1 carry for 7. Geis, 1 carry for 6. Josh Allen, 1 carry for 6. I don't know why he's running the ball in the preseason. He's a starter. And it's preseason. Anyway, Cole Beasley leads the game with 8 receptions. Josh Oliver leads the orbit with 7 receptions. Francisco with 5. For the Bills, you got Zach Moss and Stephon Diggs with 4. 3 catches for Kelly and Chenault of the orbit. Knox, I don't know why they do this. Knox for the Bills with 3. McKenzie with 3, including that long bomb. Lowry with 3 and for the Bills, and Simmons with 3 for the orbit. And then Reese and Hargett both with 2 receptions for the orbit. And 1 reception for Bade. Sweeney for the Bills. Valentine Johnson for the orbit. And then you got some drops for the Bills. Blocking. We lead 2 guys with 1 sack allowed. Defense, look at ourselves like we always do. Now, hold on. There's one thing I want to point out. I did not get a tackle during the game. For some reason, your boy was in the second half, so we got to check the depth chart to see why I'm subbing in the second half. But anyway, let's see who led. Grant Kreger had 5 solo tackles, 8 assists, so of course he's going to lead the team in total tackles. Man, by a lot. Then I think he plays sub linebacker the first half and strong safety in the second, so that makes sense. Tackles for loss: Costin, Andrews, Surratt, Williams, and Chason, and Mike Bragg all with 1 sacks, 1 for Quincy Williams. No interceptions, like the announcer said. 2 pass deflections for Grant Kreger, 1 for C.J. Henderson, 1 for Matt Simmons, Demarius Randall, Rob Marino, Quincy Williams, and Sidney Jones. The 4th. Forced fumbles. Oh yeah, that's right. It was called back. No blocks, no safeties, no TDs. Let's look at the kickers real quick. Curry Vedvik had 2 field goals made. Longest was 52. Extra points were perfect as well. The punter had 3 coffin kicks out of 4 punts. And is really 3 yards away from coffin kicking that one. So, great job on his part. Clay Brooks, 1 return, 23 yards. You know, I don't like... If you don't have a better than 25-yard average, I'm not happy, but I'm not the coach. Ditka is. And punt returns, Simmons with 1 for 2 yards, and Clay Brooks 4 for 8 yards, both same average. No one fumbled, so it's all good. And those are the statistics of this game. Join us next time for more Orbit football action. Like, subscribe, turn notifications, follow. La 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 la. Stay strong, Orbit fans. Okay, good.